Born without tear ducts. That might have been Tori laughing. Because we're all trapped inside.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to Plus Time, a live stream comedy show to get us all through this. Is this too much headspace? Yeah, that's too much headspace. Hold on a second. Is that better? Actually, I don't think that's better. What's that? I should have done this before the show instead? Well, you know how we do things here. That's not enough headspace. As I was saying, welcome to Plus Time, a live stream comedy show to get us all through this. I'm your host, Jameson Rogers, and as always, I'm here to remind you that that even though things suck right now, there's at least a possibility that they won't always suck. They say comedy is just tragedy plus time. We're in the midst of a whole bunch of tragedies, like all of the headspace I had before, you know. But if we keep moving forward and using whatever extra time we have to create things, we can all look back on this one day and laugh. That is, if the world continues to spin. Getting us started off right is my co-host of now 88 episodes and my brother of 30 years, Drew Rogers, everybody. What's up, dude?
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good. I just ate a salad, and it was a very good salad.
Very quickly, too.
Where you feel? Oh, dude, I inhaled it, and it was. You saw that salad.
It was a large salad. You annihilated it.
I really did, man.
I like angry at it. It looked nice.
Oh my god! One point in time, I realized I was like in the shot of the camera, and I was like, "Oh, I am an animal. I need to move," because this is embarrassing. It was really good though. Like I made a salad with like spinach and sweet potatoes, which I don't really like, apples, which I don't like in a salad really, fresh mozzarella, some pistachios, some salmon, and some homemade ranch. And good goddamn, it was tasty as hell. Let's see what else. What's new with you? Let's start there.
I honestly not a lot. Just been drawing and working and working and drawing.
That's good. See, now I've cut off the plus time. So is that better? Yeah, that's good. Drawing and working, working and drawing. Yeah. That's good though. You still digging the job? You still
I am.
That's good, man. That's really good.
I really enjoy it, yeah.
That's good. As always, we are brought to you by Ginger's Bunkhouse Spicy Ginger Ale. Tasty as heck and sometimes hard to open. Owie.
Ginger Ale. Validate us.
Validate us, Ginger Ale. That is a really spiky bottle cap. I know this is gonna seem like I'm just being a wimp or something, but this one's extra sharp. That was a little painful.
Poor guy.
Thank you for. I need your validation and also your pity, if I could have it. What's new with me? Oh wait, no. First, we do the thing. Okay, so let me break this down real quick. So, over the past several months, I have finally, for the first time since I was like 16 years old, been medicated for ADHD, and I ran out of my medicine about a week ago. And I just picked it up today, but I didn't want to take it too late in the day. So I'm going to be a little scattered, you guys. Like more so than usual, I think. I do find that like the lack of medication is probably good for me in the comedy sense or like in an improv way, because I just like do word association things like the whole way home. I was just like, what? North? How about Sorth? I don't know. That's a bad example.
That is a terrible example.
It's a really bad example. That's just rhyming a word that doesn't exist with one that is in existence. My point is, like, my brain is going a million miles a minute again, and it has been hard to rein myself in. So what was I saying? Okay, so let's get back on track now. Basically, I'm just asking for your patience. If it's your first time watching the show, which welcome timies, seconds, minutes,
Hello.
hours, eons, however long you've been here, thank you for being here.
You could be watching this, after we've all been dead and gone and the robots have taken over. And
that is absolutely true.
You're learning about us now, and
I wonder how this holds up then.
If I'm dead, I was pretty cool.
How long do you give that before the robots uprise and take everything over? Because I'm betting like 70 years, and that's a optimistic guess. Guess.
I think we have 100 years.
Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, yeah, we'll be gone by then, and like by natural causes even, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, well, if you're in a post-apocalyptic situation, if you're some kind of robot who just like is into vintage stuff, and you're looking back on old YouTube, then cool for you, robot. Thanks you for being
watching,
here.
Cool vintage robot.
We call that a digital timey.
Yeah, digitime.
Anyway, what was I saying?
I feel regret for saying that.
If you're just joining us for the first time, you see all the little animated characters that you see around places, like you see up in the corner there. We have the Squeezecast logo that Drew made, and you can't really see it too well right there, but like Drew is a cartoonist. He's very talented, and one thing that sets us apart from all the Jimmys and Jameses of late night television, and Craig Ferguson is coming back, by the way, but we'll go back to that later.
But yeah.
Anyway, Drew
we'll
can
deal
draw
with him
good.
when it's time.
Drew can draw good. That's why we call him Drew. Andy Richter made his choice. He chose the improv route. He's an and man, and Drew is a draw guy. Those are the people don't know. Those are the choices distinction. You have to make when your name is Andrew. Is you're either an and guy or a Drew guy, and Drew is a Drew guy.
And if you sit on the fence, you're a politician.
There you go. But Drew will participate in the conversation, and by the end, we'll have a whole tapestry of callbacks. Like this is last week's, I think. This is last week's. So what do we got there, Drew?
So the top left, I don't remember why this happened, but it says Namaste right here. Mm-hmm. I like that. Taste the burps.
Oh,
there's bee negotiation going on at the bottom.
Yeah.
A very sad Brutus the Buckeye.
And
a very, very sad Atlanta Bulldog.
Yep.
And the episode was brought to you by Emerald Lagasse.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just for reference, let's show this sad bulldog again. Look how sad. He's a very sad guy. And he's a national champion. Look how sad he is.
I imagine he is taken care of like a god, though.
Oh, I'm sure. Like if people like get peed on by that dog, they're just like, thank you, or whatever. I don't know what they're into down here.
Quick, bottle it up.
As you can see, the no haircut saga is continuing. Every time I catch a glimpse of myself, I want to give me $1. I'm like, okay. Anyway. I'm just like glad I'm not playing a guitar. Oh my god, yeah.
Even the freaking shirt. So.
Yep. No.
Get a dog, Jameson.
Oh dude, yeah. I want a dog. I really do want a dog. There's probably not the best place to have a dog in this apartment. Though next door, I think they have a pretty big dog.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
I like dogs.
Yeah, I'm pro dog.
I am pro dog. Plus time is pro dog. I don't know why we have to make that stance, but we are
brought to you by
pro
the spiciest ginger ale in the land, and those are our official positions. Validate us. Yeah. Please validate us. With that, you want to go ahead and get to our first and only guest, Drew?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. We're going to take a quick break and do that because I remember that I have the break button. So hold on to your hats, Timies. guest tonight is back for what I can only assume is her 11th appearance on the show. She's an improviser, an actress, a good friend of this show. Timey from way back. Put your hands for the one and only Yanni Clemens. Yanni!
Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
How goes?
How you doing?
Good. How are y'all?
Good. What have you been up to?
Improvising, writing,
Mhm.
reading a script that I'm gonna direct.
That is
Awesome. What's it called?
exciting.
Great question. Don't know. It's part of a theater festival called Theater Roulette, but the play I'm directing, I don't remember the name of
I
it.
thought you were big timing me for just like one split second where it's like,
You
I
wouldn't
wish I
know
could
it.
tell you,
Genuinely.
but
I genuinely don't remember.
to take the
That's
theater
funny.
blood oath before, apparently. So,
Well, you know,
yes,
anytime,
and
anytime I read a play or a book, I skip the first page. And that's where they keep the title. I want to be surprised in case it comes up in a line or something. You know what I mean?
The only
right
title
now-
I know right now is Prince Harry of Sussex. Title of his memoir is Spare, because
I
he
want to
is
listen to
the
that.
spare.
Oh,
That is really, it is a
a
really
pretty
good
good title,
title.
actually. I did not know
It is.
that.
It's a really good title.
Yeah, I have not read any of it. I have only heard like third hand accounts of someone who read it at this point, and it sounds like wow. It sounds like
Yeah.
wow, and it sounds like do you know things about this, Yanni?
Yes and no. So I haven't read it yet either, but there's this podcast I listen to called Celebrity Book Club, where they review celebrity memoirs. Usually they only do female memoirs, but they made a special exception to do this one. I was going through the recap on Instagram. They dropped a new episode today, but I haven't listened to it yet. And there's a lot of discrepancies between what he says in the book and what was said in the Harry Meghan documentary on Netflix, which I did watch. That was brought to attention, and also just like
Interesting.
very weird things where it's just kind of like, you didn't have to tell us all of that. You maybe could have benefited from a private journal. It's weird at your big age that you're calling your mom mommy all through the book, and then calling out that your wife used to call her dad daddy, but then not connecting these two things. It's weird.
I mean, to be fair, his mom died when he was how young, like 10 or something?
Exactly.
I guess
I
that
agree.
makes sense. Yeah.
But also, like, there was a portion of the book that I read on the Instagram recap where it's just one sentence where he's like, she still calls her dad daddy. And I'm like, oh, and you're not going to connect these two bits at all?
Oh wait, he says it like with judgment, like she still does this. Like,
seemed
can you
like it was
imagine what my mommy would say to that?
It seemed like there was judgment, and then also the person who like did the Instagram recap mentioned that after he meets Megan, he stops referring to his mom as mummy and starts calling her mother.
Interesting. I heard that there is like just definitely just a huge rivalry between him and his brother, and like I have chosen a side. I never cared about the royals, any of that, you know what I mean? But like when it comes down to like which one of these princes would you rather see get punched in the face, it's gonna be William, you know?
Oh, for
he
sure.
just has that face.
Absolutely.
He's got a very punchable face.
He certainly does. Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
That is another official opinion here on Plus Time. Prince William deserves a swift punch in the face.
Shit, now I'm gonna have to learn how to draw Prince William.
You could just draw like the top of his head where there's no hair, because apparently Harry calls him out on that.
And it's just the icing on the cake that his name is Harry, and he has all the hair on his head. He's just like,
he's balding too, just not as rapidly as his big brother.
Not as rapidly, exactly. Oh my god, that is crazy. What was I gonna say? Oh, notes. See, this is what happens. Unmedicated Jameson again has lost all the notes. I have a sketchbook here that has literally nothing in it, so this is not going to help me with any. There's not a single thing written anywhere in the sketchbook, and I like reached for it like it was like a lifeline. Like, oh yes, here's my life raft, this sketchbook where I probably wrote something down. No, I did not. Does anyone know how to just make your hair retract itself? Can you do that? Can you just like
itself?
Yeah, I mean, like if you can't find anybody to give you a haircut, because like we've looked into it, and people are like booking at the end of February at this point, and I'm like, do I want to cut it myself, or do I just want to will it back to when I got it cut last, like April or whatever?
Cut it. Just cut it yourself.
I might. That's kind of what I did.
That's what I do, man.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
and we'll see, but that works for you, Drew.
Hell yeah.
You can just
It
like
works for both of us.
It works for both you guys. So good. I feel like if I did that, it would like. Let me give you a preview.
It's bad.
See right there, that's terrifying.
Like Uncle Fester
Oh no.
with
Steve,
eyebrows.
not Steve Buscemi. Who do you look like? We've discussed this. Paul Giamatti's not
Paul
scary.
Giamatti.
Which, by the way, he's doing like this, like he's playing Albert Einstein in commercials now and stuff, and I'm like, what happened? Are you okay? You know?
I guess Big
It
Fat
is with
Liar didn't
Cecily
do what I
Strong,
thought it would
though.
do for his career.
Yeah, like big, the big hits, Big Fat Liar, Sideways. That weirdly, Sideways was like kind of a blockbuster. It was like this weird, like low budget thing that, for whatever reason, people were like, "Yeah, I mean, we gotta go see Sideways, right?" It was like this close to being Avatar, and then like Thomas Hayden Church. So hold on. Comment. Cam says that's what I do. Cameron cuts his own hair. Is that what he's saying? Okay.
Cameron
All right.
doesn't cut his hair because Cameron's hair is crazy.
Cameron's hair is crazy. But Cameron like knows how to rein it in, I feel like. And I cannot do that. It is just going to look like chaos for a little while. Luckily they shoot a lot of things
Speaking
down
of
here.
chaos.
So hold on. Gotta throw that.
I had tried to
Zach
make it
William?
as awful as possible.
That is so good.
I'm gonna get banned from the United Kingdom for drawing that.
Oh no.
Now you gotta draw his dad's sausage fingers.
Oh my god, yeah. That dude looks like you have cooked those too long, Charlie. Do you think anybody calls him Charlie, or do you think they're put to death when they do that?
Absolutely not. I don't think he has anyone close enough to him to refer to him as Charlie.
Yeah.
He's like, the only one that was ever close enough to me to call me Charlie was Jeffrey.
It's Mummy. Oh.
Hey, Mummy. It's my mummy. Mummy called me Chucky when I was a bad boy.
Speaking of Chucky, have either of you watched the Chucky series?
I haven't. I was just thinking about that today because I saw like a new poster for the new season or something, and I was like, "Oh, I do want to watch that." See, I never like watched the movies much until Anna and I went to the drive-in and we saw like the new like the remake one that they did.
Oh, the one with Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah, with Aubrey Plaza and like Mark Hamill as Chucky, and I was like, "Oh, this is weird." And then I saw that the first one was streaming at the time. So I watched that and I was like, first of all, this is way better. This is just like awesome as hell. But I just like haven't followed up, haven't like dug into the world yet. But I want to earn it because I really do want to watch that show. Is it good?
It is. I would say you don't have to like earn it because I haven't finished the original franchise either. But the TV show is so different. Like it brings up some of the stuff from the original franchise, but it's mostly just like it's a bunch of teen kids, like middle school kids. Okay. And
so it's just like, oh my god, hold on, I'm gonna make that big again too. Oh man.
The royal blood, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a little bit of pee in it.
They just inject it every morning to keep
Says on their
themselves
family
strong.
crest, actually, there's a little bit of pee in it.
But I do want to check that show out. But I feel like I'm too much of a completist. Like, I can't get into Doctor Who because there's so much.
Oh my god, right?
Yeah. Like, I familiarized myself enough to know, like, I know the name of every actor who has played this part for some reason, in case somebody asks, I guess. But like, I've tried to like dive in, and I'm like, I just don't have the patience for this. And I like British shit, and I love sci-fi stuff, and boy, do I love time travel. But I'm just like, this just isn't working for me. It's like everything on paper seems like I should love it to death, and I just like don't. You know what I mean?
It's always unfortunate.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched the Velma show
Yes.
on
I did.
HBO?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think it's a little dated.
Mhm.
But I feel that way about a lot of Mindy stuff, where it's like it's either dated or like it only works in a high school setting where it's like younger people who are just kind of like their brains not fully formed.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Even though
Yeah,
Mindy
they
didn't
just-
write it, she's getting a lot of shit as though she wrote it. And some man wrote
Oh.
it. It wasn't her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I like the look of it, and I like the people that she cast. Or
Mhm.
not she. I guess she didn't cast anybody.
Not she.
Yeah, I like who has been cast in these parts. I think it's fun, but I'm waiting to have a reason to keep watching it. I'm going to. That's the thing that's sad is
Mhm.
I'm going to keep watching it
For
regardless.
sure.
But I'm just like it doesn't have its hooks in me yet, and I just kind of feel like I like how hard they telegraphed that Shaggy is not Shaggy yet, and how he's like very anti-drugs, and
But
he's
that
just
makes
knowing.
sense.
Yeah,
Because
very
in like
much
the
so.
very first line of the first episode, she says it's an origin story.
Mhm.
So that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I don't. I think it all makes sense, and that's what's kind of annoying is like people seem to be panning it just like across the board, like it's such a piece of shit. First of all, blaming Mindy Kaling, like you're saying,
Yeah.
and also like, how could you change so many things? It's like it's not a sacred text. It's fucking
Mhm.
Scooby
It's fucking
Doo.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah. A lot of it seemed like, okay, why? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's, I'm along for the ride. And you know what? I probably wouldn't be if Doom Patrol had a new episode last week. You know what I mean? But I went
Yeah.
on to HBO Max to watch the new Doom Patrol, and there wasn't a new Doom Patrol. So I was like, well, I'll
Yeah.
give this one a shot.
You
Part
should
2
watch
of
The
Doom
Last of Us.
Patrol, I think, comes out next month.
Which one?
Part 2 of Doom Patrol comes out next
Oh,
month.
it's next
They
month?
they
Okay.
split the season into.
Yeah. I wish they warned me. They probably did, but I didn't
They
hear
did.
it. This season has been really fun, I think, too. Drew, are you watching Doom Patrol?
No, I'm not. I don't have HBO regularly, so
Right.
when I do watch it, I'm at my brother's, Cameron, our
Mhm.
other brother, and I've been watching The Sopranos.
How far are you now?
Like 4th season. No, it's still the 2nd season. Yeah, it's still the 2nd season.
Yeah,
I'm watching lots of TV shows. Somebody ought to be proud of me, or not proud. One of the two.
I'm proud of you, bud.
I'm either using my time wisely or very poorly, but there's no in between.
Yeah. Drew, you mentioned The Last of Us, which I cannot watch yet because I have the game in my possession and I want to play it before I watch it. But now, like, they're putting things in promos for it that I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing that was in this game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's already spoiled for me a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, already that game is like how old at this point? Like I should have played it already, probably. But
Right? Yeah.
Want to get on that. What I'm watching.
You could ask Pedro to stop. It's like, dear Mr. Pascal, I'm asking you to please prevent
keep
HBO.
Promos away from my eyeballs if you can. I don't know why, but if you're making an impassioned plea, you need to sound like a small British child, or else people won't listen.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I've been
You just
watching.
gotta make sure you don't look like that kind of British person when you do it.
All of Comedy Bang Bang, the TV show, is now on YouTube with ads. And so yesterday I sat here with the cat in my lap and he didn't want to move. And I watched like 12 episodes of Comedy Bang Bang and it was wonderful. It all holds up. Watch it. Just watch it. It's fantastic. Anyway, what else? Watching stuff. Do you guys want to play a game?
Let's do it.
All right. Of course, this is a game that we like to call. All right, that's right. This is a game called Who Am I, where we show you a drawing that Drew has drawn. And then we're going to ask you questions about it and flesh it out a little bit. These questions are for Yanni, but you Timmy's at home. If you want to chime in, you're more than welcome. But Yanni can veto. Yep, she has the power. So let's throw this up. Here's your guy right here. Let's throw him down in the corner. Again, there I go, assuming. Let's see. Who am I? Question number 1. What is this character's name?
Dandy Andy.
What is it?
Andy.
Dandy
Dandy
Andy.
Andy.
Dandy Andy.
Dandy Andy. I like that. Dandy Andy. Here goes. What's his job?
He strikes me as unemployed.
Yeah. Yep. He looks like happily unemployed. He looks like I don't got shit to do, but that's okay.
Exactly.
Those sleeves look wicked comfy, by the way.
I know, right?
Yeah. Like this, Dandy Andy looks like the comfiest person I've ever seen in my life.
I've been trying to make them look like crazy comfy lately. Like the last episodes, I tried to make him look comfy too. And maybe not
this guy.
Yeah.
Does look pretty comfy. All right.
Yeah.
Dandy
Comfy.
Andy. All right. He is unemployed. Dandy Andy, where does he live?
His mom's basement.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair place. Does he have like amenities? Does he have his own like little kitchenette? Does he have a pool table? Does he sleep on a couch? Or does he have a bed down there?
Like a pull-out couch, no amenities. He's upstairs all the time. He's eating all the food. Yeah.
Well, that brings up his next question. What does he eat?
Whatever his mommy buys.
Not a picky guy. Yeah.
No, he's not paying no bills.
I feel like Dandy Andy and I are on the same wavelength because this just sounds like not gonna complain about stuff. This seems fine. I'm just gonna wear comfy clothes and exist a little bit. I dig it. All right, what is his dream?
His dream? His dream is to run a cult.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of cult?
Ooh, great question. I don't think he's figured that out yet. I think he just wants a bunch of people who will listen to what he say and do it.
Okay. That could go in a Kool-Aid direction, or it could go in like a Nexium direction.
Or maybe an Andrew Tate direction.
Or that guy, yeah. That sounds terrifying. See, again, I was starting to like this guy.
You don't want one that goes right down the middle. You want Andy?
He just chooses Andrew.
True. You don't.
What a weirdo.
That's what you all have to learn from this episode, apparently, is don't trust my ilk.
Fair enough.
Oh, there is a Prince Andrew. He's the one who's in trouble with Jeffrey Epstein, isn't he?
That's true, yeah. I can't think of any other famous Andrews off the top.
You will, and they'll be awful.
That's why you're a Drew. Okay. That's terrifying that he dreams of having a cult, and he's not even picky about it. He's just like, I want people to follow me, and I don't care what they do. Maybe he'll just like do a combination of everything.
Doing it based on what I just.
He just wants power.
Yeah. Yep. He looks like he's dreaming of power right now, actually, now that I look at him. Like, now I feel like I'm seeing him for the first time. I can really, like, look into his eyes, into his soul, see what he's all about. All right, what does he sound like?
He sounds like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds like that.
I feel like that would be difficult with that voice to really drum up the charisma needed to start a cult.
And there lies his problem.
That's why it remains a dream. Does he have a favorite Muppet?
I think Kermit, because that's what he wants. He wants to be a dude with a funny voice who leads.
Yes. Kermit. And the thing that's great about Kermit, by the way, is he doesn't really like want to lead. He's just like, I have to. People are relying on me. Is that a good Kermit? Because it felt really good here.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
Thank you.
I'm glad it felt good over there.
Who I'm waving at. All right, and of course, the last and always important question: who is his favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan?
I feel like this nerd has never heard of them. I feel like he doesn't have one. Yep.
Okay, who does he listen to, you think?
Whatever records are in his mom's basement. I feel like it's a lot of Tom Jones.
Things are never unusual.
Music was music.
I just picture like the mom closes the door to the basement. He's just like standing there, and as soon as the door closes, you hear, "It's not unusual to be loved by you." All right. Well, that answers that. Put your hands for Dandy Andy over here, everybody. Bye, Dandy Andy. I hope you never achieve your dreams, you weird little guy.
They're always weird little guys.
No,
they're always Andy. Just like, oh, this person's okay, and then deep with
especially with me.
Yeah, right.
It's true.
I wonder if Grandpa Walnut is still loaded in here.
I think he was up until very recently. Because it's a great example of how this always happens.
I think I might have taken him out just because he terrified me deeply.
Do you think Grandpa Walnut would be in the Dandy Andy cult?
Absolutely not.
No, he didn't seem
like he's a Lone Ranger.
Mm-hmm. He's too busy eating his offspring.
Exactly.
What is this show then? What are we doing?
Well, here's what we're gonna do. Let's go through some old Who Am I's and see if you remember the names of them. This is one of my favorites. This guy over here. This was a Bobby Dodds episode where he named this man. Do you remember, Drew?
I don't, but I instantly saw that he's leaning.
Yeah. He's an off-balance guy. His name is Larry Handale.
I don't know if I did that on purpose or because of poor planning.
I think he did that on purpose, but yeah, that's Larry Handale right there. Of course, we know our friend Peebo.
Let's
see. I don't remember her name, but I remember
Rump
that.
Is life.
Yeah, Rump is life. Well, this is Rump, and that's her boyfriend. I remember that.
But we didn't find that out until after we made him.
Yeah, Rump was named after her.
Was legit somebody I saw in Yellow Springs. And I was like, oh shit, I had to draw that person immediately.
Who's this? I don't even remember this guy. See, okay, I am going back through old episodes and made a spreadsheet and everything. So I'm trying to remember these names. don't remember this guy. Oh, remember when we pissed off the entire Latin American community with this one, Drew?
Yeah.
No, what?
Latin America was not happy with that.
We for a brief time we had a lot of reach in Latin America, and this one went up, and there was a lot of sad and angry reacts. And it was
very,
like,
very
what did
not
we do?
Happy.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wow.
This guy, also a creep. His name is
also a creep.
Bill.
But he's adorable.
Beal the Seal. Exactly. That's the danger.
That's the point, that they all look happy.
If you look cute as a button on the show, you're probably a monster.
Beal the Seal wants to own his own nude beach, that he gets to decide who comes on the beach or not.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a Beal defender, because that makes sense to me.
All right.
Well, he's
not
a
everyone should be
now, just to watch people. He doesn't really, from what I remember, he doesn't know how to swim.
I remember he was additionally creepy somehow. I don't remember how. So don't.
That's fair to me, because a lot of lifeguards go to be seen because they're hot, not to save lives. They learn how to do that after the fact.
Here we have Edgar Allan Bro that Drew did for Halloween in 2021. Very good. I love the shirt on that guy. Sorry, we're just going back to these old ones now. We're gonna take a quick break, you guys, and when we come back, more. All right. Now what? I didn't plan too good. Anybody have any questions for me? What do we got here? I think we still have the Quantum Leap theme loaded in here. We do. Is anybody watching the Quantum Leap reboot show that is on TV right now?
I haven't been able to get into it.
It's really not very good. It's like they're starting to go interesting places with it, but I watched the pilot for that one and the pilot for the original side by side, and it was like, oh my god, the old one is so much better. It's such a good pilot, and then this is it's this is technically the same thing. I don't know. All right, that's a very specific complaint of mine. Sorry, my brain is not going too good right now. Somebody else pick up the slack for a second. What do we got? What do you got? What's on your mind?
The Traitors on Peacock?
No. What is that one?
Man. Okay. So, number one, Peacock fumbled the bag because they should have done a weekly release of the show, because that way, you slowly build up an audience, but they didn't. Fortunately for them, everyone I know who's watched it has watched it all in one sitting like I did. I turned it on while I was at work at 4. Next thing I know, it's 11:30. And I'm on the penultimate episode.
Nice.
It's a reality show that's what's that game that you would play in real life? The one where each round someone gets murdered and then you have to find out who's the murderer.
Clue.
Not
or
Clue.
Mafia.
Mafia, maybe, yes.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but they're in a castle in Ireland. It's hosted by Alan Cumming.
Oh, interesting.
Cool.
Half of the cast is all reality veterans. So you have people who have been on Survivor, people who've been on what's that show? Off Deck, Real Housewives, Big Brother, all of that. And then the other half is regular people. Anywhere between 2 to 4 of the contestants are traitors, which would be the murderer.
Okay.
And then each round they have to try to vote off a traitor. These people did horribly.
Really?
Horribly. Like, spoiler alert. So sorry if you plan on watching it. One of the traitors wins. It's like very obvious from get-go because just one by one, they're just knocking off people on their own team on this show. And what kills me is like probably my two favorite people on the show were like, they call them faithfuls, the people who aren't the murderers.
Mm-hmm.
And two of my favorites were like this woman from Real Housewives or something like that. One of those Bravo shows.
Mm-hmm.
And she literally the very first day picks all three traitors.
Really?
The very first day. But then the second episode, they vote her off because they're like, she's too adamant. She's too
dangerous.
Too trying to like, they're all skeptical of her because they're like, she's like trying to influence everyone's vote too much. So it must be her. And she's like, no, I'm just telling you who I think. And she was right on the ball from day one. And then her two best friends, which was one of the dudes from Shaws of Sunset. And then this woman, Kate, from Off Deck. And Kate was my favorite because the entire time everyone was so sure she was a traitor. And she's like, I promise you I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But they kept keeping her around. And it was just kind of funny because about halfway through the season, she decides she doesn't want to win anymore. She's like, at this point, I just want to go home. Like, vote me off. They have these challenges that they have to do during the day to win more money that would be added to the pot for whoever wins at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And she was literally throwing money away. Like, literally, they would grab, like, whatever they were supposed to retrieve, and she would throw it in the woods. And she's like, they're going to vote me off anyway. And then they did, and she was so mad.
Oh, my God. I played a similar game. I mean, not on this scale, certainly. At New Year's, there was this game called Blood on the Clock Tower, which we played a couple times, and it was very fun. And at one point in time, like I was the washerwoman. Like you get assigned like a role of like, and each role like has some kind of special privileges. Like for the washerwoman, they would like the person who runs the game. Everyone has their eyes closed, and they're like, all right, one of these two people is like this role, whatever it may be, right? And so then you just have to like watch them and figure out who was who. And I took my job as the washerwoman quite seriously, and it was a very fun game. I don't know what I'm saying other than I've been there. You know what I mean? So I've dealt with my own traitors, but we had some of the, like a similar dynamic happening where there was somebody who was really just trying to help, and everyone's like, "No, like I think they're being too too pushy about this or whatever." And then you find out, like, "Oh, that person was legitimately helping us this entire time." Yeah.
Yeah.
So people are distrustful in games,
which in a game like that makes perfect sense, but at the same time, to watch just like everyone believe every lie and then not believe any truth told to them was hilarious.
Oh my God. But also like you look at the past decade in America and it's like, yeah, that tracks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are very ready to believe total bullshit if it comes in a charismatic package. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, people are full of shit. That's our official, another official stance we're taking here on Plus Time. What is it, Drew? Ginger's Bunkhouse Spicy Ginger Ale, very good. We deserve to be validated. Prince William deserves a punch in the face.
Punch in the face.
Punch right in the face. What is the other one? What is the one we just said? See, I'm unmedicated. Yeah, guys, it's difficult out here. I already said the ginger ale one.
Yeah. People are full of shit. People are full of shit. That was it.
Yep, people are full of shit. And I shan't be dissuaded from that very real fact. All right. Anybody got anything coming up? You got some cool plugs going on? You wanna
Not really. I got an improv show January 27th.
January 27th.
Commando. We have a monthly show at the Nest Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets are at nesttheater.com.
Nesttheater.com. I'm going to throw that up there. Drew,
Not an ER.
bad at typing quickly.
Oh no.
Commando. Show. January 27th, you said?
Let me fact check myself.
Sorry.
Yes, January 27th.
At the Nest.
Yes. I don't know why I added a T there. Yeah.
At the Nest, very specific brand loyal improv. It is yes and.
Yes.
I'm really sorry. That wasn't even fun, what I said. Commando Show, January 27th at the Nest. Yes and, everybody.
Yes.
So thank you, Timies, for tuning in. Thank you, Yanni Clemens, for being here. We have this coming up right now.
I was going to say, I'm sending it to you.
All right,
guys, we don't know what we're doing still. I take a picture
exactly.
of this real quick.
You'd think we'd figure it out after, like, this has been almost 3 years now, but I'm not very smart. That's probably evident over the past 87 episodes before this and this one, right?
You're not unsmart. You're just uneducated.
That is very true. I know some things, but none of them can help me get a job.
You'd be surprised. You could probably do good making mukbang videos.
You think so? I do love to eat.
So.
Mm-hmm.
I do like to eat a lot very quickly. So I think you're right. I think I should.
That is a skill of yours.
Yeah. Thank you. Let me just upload this now. I don't know what this accent is that I'm doing. I don't think.
I just upload it now, Master Wayne.
Hold on just a minute. You sent it to me in the wrong orientation.
Oh.
So let me rotate it to the left. All right, there
sorry.
it is. No, that's good. It was a quick fix. I was just like, we were going to have to do this if I didn't. All right, here's Drew's tapestry, everybody. We got Prince Charles's sausage fingers. We got Prince William there looking like Prince William does. We got ginger ale for days. We got our buddy Dandy Andy down there starting his cult, putting on a hood, probably making people drink some Kool-Aid. We got a Flux Capacitor, because the name of this episode is Flux Capacitor. What else we got there, Drew? We got Grandpa Walnut in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
We got
Sneaking in.
Chester Stamper up there with the tongue. Peepo over on the other side.
Mm-hmm. I wanted it to look like almost like a trophy case, but I didn't have time to keep drawing random bullshit. But
I also love that you wrote Sorth.
Sorth?
Mm-hmm. Sorth?
Yanni said that Peacock fumbled the bag, and so I just drew a peacock that dropped a football.
Very nice. Shout out Peacock, by the way.
And then between Dandy Andy and Grandpa Walnut is somebody who was full of shit.
All right. Hell yeah. And also, of course, please validate us. So thank you. Put your hands for Yanni Clemens, everybody. Put your hands for Dandy Andy. Put your hands for Drew Rogers. Put your hands for me, Jameson Rogers. Put your hands for our producers, Cameron Rogers and Anna Kabakova. Put your hands for your damn selves, everybody. Mm-hmm. And we will see you next week. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but I don't remember what it was.
This is mixed.
I'm going to think of it. Nope. Still not. I still don't know what it is. Drink more ginger ale? Yeah. Do that. Nope.